Welcome everybody! This is a video, a ranking video of the Dimension 20, seasons. I just really like it and I want to talk about Dimension 20, and I actually want to try to make a channel that not only talks about Dimension 20 but also about like Dropout in general, because it is like my favorite subscription that I have going on right now. And it brings me a lot of joy, and I just wanted to talk about it and maybe find people that also want to talk about it. So let's see what happens. I have seen all the seasons probably 2 times by now, some even more. And before we start, I want to say this is all for fun. I do like all the seasons, honestly. There's not a bad one really. However, there is things that I will say, and there are favorites and maybe ones that I don't like that much, but bottom line is it's fun. And we're just here to have fun and discuss, and yeah. Highest tier is Blimey. Then next one is I Thought I Was Invisible. Then we have Chef Manhattan. Then we have the Juicy Cockroach, which is like middle of the road. Honor the, I will not say it because YouTube can be weird, I know that. Last one is the Red Grinder, so like that. Well, honestly there's like no rhyme or reason to this. You know how these tier lists work. First of all, we have Fantasy High. Now Fantasy High is pretty high, of course, on the list. It's the first season. I would say, does the first season of Fantasy High deserve the highest spot? Does it? You know what? I'm gonna put it in the second tier. Reason why I put this in the second tier is it's the beginning. It is like really good and really strong, but there is a lot that came after it, and they were able to hone their craft basically. Compared to all the other legends, when I look at this list, it is not on top of the list, but it is a great season. I almost want to put it in Blimey, but we will not. You will see later on there will be other great ones coming. Next one is The Escape of Bloodkeep. Now when it comes to the spin-offs or like the side quests, I don't know what you guys think. They're like so different. I mean, all the seasons are different, so it's something for everybody. Honestly, I like it a lot. It also comes to I Thought It Was Invisible. Like again, as I said, I like a lot of this season. I just like that the spin of the bad guys, but it's just kind of like the emperor basically is, what we do next, and it is kind of like fun concept, and I like it a lot. I also like the players in it. Just for your information, I'm doing this kind of like on the fly, so I have not really the ranking system down yet, in the sense of, okay, what are we looking for? What are we looking for? Maybe you can help me out with that. Like, what is that you are looking for in a season? And for me, probably it is kind of like the characters and like the theme and the story as well, but the story actually not as much. Like I'm not so interested. I mean, I'm interested in the story, but it's never like I don't watch Dimension 22 for the deep lore. I mean, it can be fun, but mostly the characters and like the setting is what connects me to this series. Next one, we have Unsleeping City, and I feel like this is the first season of Unsleeping City. And I have been to New York. One time for like 2 weeks, and I had a good time. But I'm gonna put it in Chef Manhattan. Yes, let's put it in Chef Manhattan because it's Manhattan and it's New York, and it fits. No, really, it is also kind of a little bit lower than Fantasy High and Escape from the Bloodkeep because it is not such a fantastical setting, I would say. It is like this real life mixture, reminds me of Harry Dresden, if anybody knows the book series, the Dresden Files. It kind of goes in that territory, which is also fun. I like those books. I feel good. I feel good about this. Then the next one, now we come to like maybe a controversial one. It's Dimension 20 Live, which is basically Fantasy High Season 2, which they did in a live format. I'm personally somebody who prefers like edited videos, and I'm not a big fan of live streams in general. Not to say they cannot be good, like they can be fun, but I'm not somebody who is a lot in chats when it comes to live streams, and I just like edited stuff. It's just what I prefer. That being said, I still believe to this day maybe Kalina is the best villain we ever had on Dimension 20. Like, she is so good. Like, she is an icon. She's everything, honestly. Like, I love her so much. And there is a lot, like, of course, Ada Eckford also makes her debut here, and we love her as well. But still, like, the fact that it is live and that we don't have like these battle sets really kind of takes it down for me. By the way, I also play D&D myself, and I don't need like battle map. Like, we don't play with battle maps, so it's not like something that I need. But if I get the option, then I would like prefer it, you know. I'm gonna put it in Juicy Cockroach. It is a difficult one, because it has a lot of things going for it, but just the live thing is not it. Like if that would not be there, then maybe it would be... Would I put it in Blimey? Maybe. I'm not sure, but it definitely would be higher. So, now the next one, Tiny Heist. Tiny Heist is the weakest setting for me. Does that make sense? I'm not a big fan of like the idea of like little things living among us. I know there is also a Ghibli movie, I don't know which one. Again, I also like the Ghibli movie, I don't know what's it called right now. It also has like the Toy Story aspect, of course, which Toy Story I also like, but I don't know, like the setting in itself, I don't feel that connected to. The characters were fun, like mostly the characters are always fun, like the players really bring their all to every season. But there's like not a standout moment that I have in mind for Tiny Heist, and I cannot in good conscience put it above or anywhere else than, yeah, the lowest tier. I'm sorry, everybody. It just does not connect with me, and I also felt like the stakes are literally so tiny, you know, like it is kind of like, okay, we are doing like this heist, this robbery of I don't know, what was it they wanted to get quarters or something. I don't really was invested in that. It was kind of like, oh, okay, I know it is campy, but not for me. So I would actually kind of, this is one that I'm really interested in hearing other people's thoughts about it, because that is the one where I'm like not so interested in, you know. As I said, I like all the seasons, and like Tiny Heist is still a better season or show than a lot of other things I've seen over the years, but it's not that great compared to what we have from Dimension 20, in my humble opinion. Now, Crown of Candy. Crown of Candy is a weird one. The first half, I would definitely put in Blimey. Like, it is so good. But then we get kind of like, what was Emily's second character? Saccharina. It's not the character in itself, but it is like the introduction of so much magic in this not so magic world, you know. And that kind of did not jive with me. It became like a different genre, and it was different, you know. And I did not super like that switch up. First half of the season is definitely a Blimey, but then the second half, it just did not feel that right. And also I'm gonna say like the ending where it was like Emily's and Siobhan's character, like Ruby, and was Siobhan's Ruby? Ooh, maybe I'm mixing up the twins right now, I'm sorry. I did never think that they would like actually fight, and so there was like suspense there that I felt was not really that necessary. Crown of Candy is for me going into, yeah, Juicy Cockroach. Again, love it. I love Fyodor, like Lapan, also great. Peppermint, yeah. Well, The peppermint pig also really great. So there's like a lot of great things here, but towards the end, kinda not a letdown, but you get what I mean. You all, I will say time and time again, I love Domension 20. I love all this season. We're here to have a kiki, to have fun, to discuss this. Now, Pirates of Leviathan, that one is kind of like a weird one to me. I don't remember what the setting of, like how the party came together actually. I like the singing, like we had our bard that sang beautifully. I love that. It was also one that, of course, was during the pandemic. So they were like online at home, which is kind of difficult as well, in my opinion. I will put it in honor there, but I did like the, what's it called? The setting. I did like the ship, the Unsleeping City, season 2. Also has the unfortunate moment of being in the pandemic, but I do feel like they did a really great job of integrating it, and like the battle maps were like really fun to see. Especially I love the train card one, like where they're in the subway and have to get through all these cards, and it is like super long. Like at first it was like, oh, like it seems like 3, and then it's like, oh no, it's 6, oh no, it's 9. We have to get there, and I feel like Emily just, as Sophia Bikes, really ran for it, and that is great. I also have to give a shout out to Lou Wilson here, because like the first scene as Kingston, going through time and seeing his life, kinda, that is genius acting. I loved it as well. Is it as good as the first season? I honestly think it is. Like, I think it holds up. I would put it in the same category, honestly. It's also Jeff Manhattan. Also, it feels like a good continuation of like these characters that we fall in love with in season 1. And I'm not sure, like the end of season 2 actually feels like an end to me at least. They still can make a season 3, but honestly, Unsleeping City also feels kind of like maybe we're somewhat done with that, because they got kids at the end, and that's for me like always, okay, you got kids, now it's over, but it does not have to be like that. I mean, they had the gauntlet at the garden, but that of course was like the time triangle thing and everything, yeah. Now, Mice and Murder. You all. Ooh, Mice and Murder is, I think, is it my favorite Dimension 20 moment ever? When Rekha Shankar wants to save Sylvester, Rand O'Brien, when she tries to save him while he's falling down a tower, and her decision, and you all know what she decides to do to soften the fall, once a week at least, but I think about this moment a lot. I think about it a lot, and just that alone, for me personally, I'm sorry, it puts me it's the top spot. General, like, Sam Reich is great. I'm gonna say, the Wicker, the character of the Wicker, I find him extremely funny and hilarious, but I don't really know what his purpose in the story is. Like Gangly was like the graveyard, well, he was not necessarily the graveyard keeper. That was like his side job, wasn't it? But his presence in the story makes sense to me. The Wicker, like, passer, it's not really... I honestly don't know what he brought to the table really for the story itself. The character I love. I find him extremely funny, like genius. But for the story itself, I'm kind of like, why are you here? Love Ellie Beardsley, of course, as well. I always love her. She's like, look at the top tier. Now, I feel like this one, the next one, is gonna be the one where I will get a lot of hate. Misfits and Magic. I'm gonna say right now, I'm sorry. Lowest tier. It is not really my setting, and they also used the different, like, was it Kids on Brooms? I don't know. This is no dig against Bria Iyengar. Like, she is an amazing GM. I love, like, we will come later to it if we have it here. We don't, yeah, okay, we will come to other things that she GM'd. It's nothing against her. It just really is the setting that I kind of not jiving with. Like, of course, it is Harry Potter inspired. Even besides like all the J.K. Rowling, you know, we don't like her anymore. Even besides that, I just don't jive with the setting. And I also did not really fully understand the story, what's going on. The characters, I like them, but they were like also not, for me at least, that entertaining. Again, calm your horses. I still like it overall. Compared to the other seasons, it was just not giving. I don't know, like another one where I would, like basically every season that is in the lowest tier, I would like to hear your opinion. I certain that Misfits and Magic have like a huge fan base, but it's just not my cup of tea. I'm sorry. Now the seven goes in Blimey. Perfect season, perfect cast, and the characters are just so different and so they just are, you know, like they are just feel so real to me. And the way they interact, it's really great. I wish that Zelda would have a little bit more to do there. But I can understand that Brandon wanted to give like more spotlight, of course, to the PCs than the NPC. But Zelda, I feel like could get some love. Like we did not see her in the third season of Fantasy High, which I can also like understand that maybe Zack. This is pure conjecture, but maybe I'm pretty sure that Brandon and Zack had like a talk of like, are they still together? And maybe the decision was like they're not being together anymore, which I don't have a problem with. I'm not like they need to be together, but I just wonder like, okay, what's up with Zelda? I would like to kind of get more into what's going on with her. Besides that, the seven, I love the Eidolons, I feel like, and like the parallel and the final fight. They did a lot of there in like, I don't even, was it Tailspire? Like on the computers, but it looked really great. And the duck costume incident, legendary, had me rolling. I love it. I love it. Shriek Reek. Like Shriek Reek is interesting. Story, in my opinion, like the plot, whatever, made no sense to me personally. I had no idea what was going on, but I laughed my ass off. Every character there, ingenious, and I think it was the first time that I personally saw Iffy playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it was kind of like, he's great. Like I was like, whoa! I love the Count Chocula. That joke was like also really funny. But again, like the story, not really feeling like the characters. I feel a lot. The story and the setting was kind of like, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm gonna put it in Honor the Sea. Let me look. Scanning over this. Yeah, like you guys, I have not thought about this beforehand. I just wanted to make this video and I'm planning on doing more videos like this. And like it is, we are figuring it out together. This is kind of, but it feels right. So far, this feels right to me. Now, a Starstruck Odyssey, for me, hijinks, super fun. I love the world, and you can tell that on the one hand, it is an existing world, but on the other hand, like how much Brennan also really wanted to honor the world. Of course, it is made by his mom, but besides that, he brought his own sense of storytelling and story building into it. It, for me, goes way on top to Blimey. It is so fun. I love Sandra Sidney. I love the berries. I love the brain slug. I love all the character, Aquagenisen, the cyborg of Blue. I like them all. I love the way, I never seen a character like Ellie's character there. Like, I don't even honestly know what her class is. I don't know what class Ellie was playing. It is kind of like a hacker kind of thing. I think maybe they made it up, but it was amazing. Honestly, Coffin Run, easy. I wanted to say I don't have like a standout moment from there, but then I remembered Izzy. Izzy is really great in there. Like the mad scientist, and Zack as well. Like Zack eating the letters. Yes, no. I'm gonna put it in Juicy Cockroach because, ooh, no. Was thinking about putting it higher because I just remembered also like the final fight. Then again, I did not really understand fully the story there. Like the setting was kind of nice. I liked it, but fully the story, yeah, no, that feels right. Now, Faye, A Court of Faye and Flowers. Abria. This goes into Blimey, and I need another season. Same cast, everything was perfect, especially like Lou and Emily killed it. Like they killed it. It was so good. It was so like cousins. Come on now. I also like all, of course, Brennan. I'd like to see him as a PC as well. It is always fun to see that she, or like Faye, that was from the Winter Court basically. He the prince. I liked him a lot, the way that he played it. The one who turns out is a warlock, like a warlock Patreon. Love it as well, and of course the fabulous costume descriptions that we got from Rue. I think her name was, yes. I need a second season. There. I'm gonna be honest, the Never After was something, the first time I watched it was, I don't know, maybe I was not in the right headspace. I did not quite like it. The second time around, I liked it way more. I think I also knew where the story was going, and in the first time watching, I was completely lost. How do I say that? It is kind of horror, you know, and in part of that genre is that you not always fully understand what's going on. And that was Never After for me. I was kind of like, I feel like there is something, but I'm not really getting it. And watching it the second time, it was like, oh, okay, there is like way more here than I thought at first glance. Again, the cast, amazing. I don't feel like we need to talk about that much more. The intrepid heroes always kill it. But is it the same level as Unsleeping City though? No, I'm sorry, I Never After cannot, I don't think it is the same level as Unsleeping City is still a notch above, I would say. But still really good. Now the next one, the Raving War. I don't actually know how to say that word, I'm sorry. I was, well, surprised. It's kind of like, again, Crown of Candy, really great, then kind of falls off at the end. So I was kind of, okay, we will see where it's going, but I love Zack's character in particular in this, Brendan's character as well. Like, these two were so good. But our queen, the queen as well, she, I want her back. I don't know, was she the one that survived at the end? I think she did, right? But I also mean like the player herself, she was really great. Again, sorry, I should maybe look up those names. You all hopefully know who I mean. And yeah, this actually is better than the Crown of Candy. Like maybe because it was also shorter, I don't know, but it was like really great. And I love the underground feeling that it had, of course, literally underground. Now, Dungeons and Drag Queens. Blimey. I personally don't even know if I need to explain that, but perfection. Literally perfection. It was the thing that I personally saw first from Domension 20 that got me into it, because I'm a Drag Race fan, and then I saw like Bob, Jujubee, Alaska, and Monet, and it was like, okay, I'm in. I want to watch this. I want to see this, and I subscribed because of that to Dropout. And then I was like, oh my god, this is like huge. So that was like 2 years ago. Like whenever the first season dropped of Dungeons and Drag Queens was the reason I subscribed to Dropout. Now we don't have the second season here on this tier list, but I'm gonna tell you right now the second season as well. Blimey. I thought I was invisible. Is here the second tier, and that's of course is from our lovely Jujubee, and that just kills me. Like that is also something that just pops in my head, where when I do maybe something a little bit stupid or not so great, I'm like always like, I thought I was invisible. I just love it. I just love it really. So next one we have Mentopolis. Oof. Yeah, I feel like now my love for this show and everything gets clearer and clearer. Mentopolis to me also blimey. I'm gonna be honest, like I like to create stories myself and also write things. This idea of the Mentopolis is actually an idea that there is actually kind of something that I had years ago, an idea similar to this, and I would still do it because mine would not be noir necessarily, but kind of portrayed differently. But I just like that idea of like the mind actually as a structure. I also like the movie Inside Out. Conscience, killing it. Honestly, so good. And like the French thing, like, oh no, I don't speak that. You know, you didn't even try. Oh, that's so fun. Burroughs End. That is actually a setting that I'm completely unfamiliar. I later then found out, is it Watership Down? Is it that? Like there is like this book about like bunnies and stuff, or like another book where it is kind of the pigs take over the farm. I have never read any of these books or stories, so for me this was like, what is going on? Like first time seeing this, I was like, this is such a weird setting, but now I know like kind of a little bit more of the context. I liked it. Now, where would I put it? Yeah, I'm gonna put it like so in the middle of the road kind of. Because again, now when I think back to it, it was fun, but again, like I'm looking through my mind palace and thinking about like really great standout moments that don't come to mind right now, but I did like the setting a lot. Good, now, Fantasy High Junior Year, this is kind of like, for me, blimey, literally blimey, perfection. Like again, I feel like I say perfection a lot, but honestly it is. I feel like all the intrepid heroes, like all of the bad kids, their story, their arc was like pushed further, and we saw way more of them. The one character that I want to see even more of is Gorgak. I feel like this is fan fiction, but I feel like he should go to Leviathan and basically have like a crash out there for like over the summer, being alone there, you know, and come back with tattoos, kind of be in what's it called, like Guardi, you know, the holy angel kind of deity that is there. Basically Gorgat should be there and fuck around, and we fuck around, I literally mean fuck around, and come back and be like this cool kind of rocker guy, like rocker, because he's part of the of Fig and the Sick Figs, you know, like kind of live out some part that actually maybe he does not realize, but his parents are like so sex positive, and I feel like he could express that there without really realizing it, and then when he comes back he realizes that, oh, I kind of do what my parents do now. That's fully my head, not head canon even, it is just like a fan fiction, full out. Never Stop Blowing Up. Some of you might think, okay, Jeff Manhattan, this goes there, but no, it goes in the top tier. I love Jacob being there and how he was like, oh, thank you, this is my first time. It is so great. Like everything he does is great, and I like the. I think that was in an adventuring party where it was like the NASCAR thing, like. It's a palindrome, like NASCAR. Of course, Izzy she is always on 120, and there it was like 100 or like 220. I don't know. I want a second. This is also like basically everything that you see on the top row. I want a sequel for sure. Now the last one on here is the Misfits and Magic. I'm gonna say the second season. The second season kind of worked better for me than the first season, but still not so high up. Again, it is kind of like the same problem, like they did try a lot of new things. I love the scene in the hospital, like the Tumblr hospital, fictionized television version of a hospital. That was like really fun, but I don't know what it is. And again, it's not Abria, it's not like her as a GM or whatever, it's just not really connecting with me that well. Again, folks, this is for fun, and I still like it. Now, there is something missing here, and that is, I feel like the Titan takedown. Like, we don't have Dungeons & Drag Queens 2, but again, I would put the name Blimey. And then the next one should be Titan Takedown. That is not on this list. This is listed from the internet. I could have added one, but okay. Yeah, Titan Takedown. I have nothing to do with wrestling, and I honestly don't know who anybody on the table was. That does not mean that I did not enjoy it, but I would put it also in here where like Shriek Reek and Pirates of Leviathan is, because I also did not connect that much with the characters, honestly. I mean, they were in bad places, but it did not feel like, for me, they needed to take the revenge that they did. I mean, they did, of course. For me, it was not feeling like that urgent, you know. Well, I mean, the one guy had like his beauty taken away. That was pretty bad. Again, as I said, have no ties to wrestling whatsoever and never watched it. I'm not saying that it's bad or anything, but I just don't have any connections to it, and I feel like that was a lot of lost in translation for me. Feel like this is all. I hope I didn't forget anything. Maybe I will edit it in the later in. But yeah, that is kind of my list. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually want to know what the Tiny Heist is actually the one that I'm interested in hearing from you. I know people love Misfits and Magic, that I'm there. I'm an outlier here, definitely, and I'm fine with that. But also let me know what other things you would put in the top tier. That would be also fun to see. I really want to get like some conversations going, because I have nobody to talk about. So I want to talk about this amazing series. And if possible, give me a like and a comment. I know it's the standard thing to say, but you know, the algorithm controls everything. Like, he controls our life, and by us giving likes to the content creators that we like, we can actually help them out. And it is the easiest and simplest way, and I see it always like a small thing that you can do. Like, it is one click to show the content creator I support you, and actually support them in the sense of that other people might reach them. So don't do it just for me. Just when you see something on the internet that you like, you give it a like, literally, and so there will be more of that, you know. So I hope you all have a great day. I hope you will have success in whatever you want to do next, or what you're doing right now. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. I will make other tier lists, but I also plan on doing maybe reactions to Dropout content. We will see how that will work out. But yeah, stay tuned and have all a lovely day. Bye!